Creativity is an addiction. It is. It keeps you awake at night. It drives you crazy all day. People steal from you all day because your art is something they need so they can have a faster car, a better looking house, an airplane, trips anywhere while you're sitting there. It's an addiction. It beats you up. It also gives you reason to celebrate because there are some great times that you have because of your creativity. But we got to come together. Your creativity with my creativity. We got stories, I know. We got weight, I know. But the only way we're going to get this planet moving forward to grow for the next generations to follow, we got to work together as creative minds. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Stepping into the studio. 6:32 a.m. The writing. I wish you could see the physical visual. Coffee to the left, water sitting next to it. Handwritten notes. Just tons of notes. The sun isn't up yet. It's almost like you know there's something outside these studio windows. You can't really physically see it. And if we were to walk out there, I guess it would be a clearer picture, only because I think your memory paints more of the picture than the physical light at this time of the morning. It's a brand new weekend soon, but what is a weekend to people that work 7 days a week? God, I read an article yesterday. It kind of woke me up. It haunted me. The article was based on the average person could have 2 full-time jobs that are paying minimum wage and still not afford rent. Welcome to America. It's kind of scary. I'm not going to get political on you. I just want to give you a full picture of what it's like to come together as a single thought, to bring the energy of the presence of now into a moment of what is your now, and how you decide what you're going to do with it is really based on one thing. Winning is a choice. Winning is a choice. You can't just go out there and just expect a winning game. You got to win as a collaboration and or as an individual. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Choice. This is what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day. Robert Sykes. That's who we're going to talk about today, Robert Sykes. But I want Robert Sykes to be a representative of a lot of people, probably into the millions. Into the millions. He doesn't just represent America 1968 forward. We're talking maybe beyond the 100 millions. Because Robert Sykes represents those beyond 2000, 2020, and beyond even where we are. Robert Sykes. He's a frequent on my daily path. But I never knew his story. Not until yesterday when I took the time to listen, to be patient, to hear all that he has experienced. He's a U.S. Marine. Always a Marine. Not a former, not a past. He's always a Marine. He fought in the Vietnam War. He saw battle, death, destruction. And then he came home to deal with it. And you know how he dealt with it? He hitchhiked across the country several times. He talked about every state that he visited. He told me what it was like to be in Montana versus Milwaukee. What it was like, this big, the world's worst thunderstorm, he called it, in Fargo, North Dakota. He hitchhiked across the country. We're talking about the 1970s. He claims people were nicer than what they are today. Robert Sykes. This man finds solitude sitting inside a grocery store. A wine and beer bar inside a grocery store. People racing beside him with food carts. Just being there is all he requires. Not a need to break out in conversation. He's at peace, just being part of this generation. He doesn't drive. He takes a cab everywhere. Never bothered by the long wait. It arrives, he climbs inside. I thanked him for his stories today. He thanked me for wanting to listen. Robert Sykes, a U.S. Marine, a Vietnam vet. His freedom is just being. if we would just take the time to listen. But if you were to sit in a grocery store at the beer and wine bar, what would you see if you took the time to just watch, to view, without judgment? Don't compare. Just be present. Be in your own solitude. Now, I know this is a thing that I run into all the time. I'm so bored. Oh, it's so boring. I don't know what to do. I got to have something to do at all times. I got to have the internet. I got to be on the phone. I got to do... You're missing out on the stories. Sure. We can go out and read a book. We can go into CNN.com and be caught up with the news. That's not news. They're not reporting anything. They're offering opinion. If you want opinion, go sit at a bar in a grocery store. Up there, the big tall chairs. And listen to that. If you need opinion, go listen to that that's going on. Or you can be like Robert Sykes and sit back here, the backside of the bar of the grocery store. He's just watching. He's listening. He's done his part. A U.S. Marine. And all he wants to do is just be. I'm Arroe, and that's what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day.